is Murli Rangan. With me, I am my co-founder Lohit. So we are from Fairket. So we are here to announce the launch of our mobile app monetization platform. So we are part of Microsoft Ventures accelerator program of Bangalore. So prior to Fairket, I was at bigMobilityConf, I was the head of engineering at bigMobilityConf, and Lohit was a co-founder of PlusTech. So most developers are poor. Okay, this is what the latest Vision Mobile Tech report is saying. Like in Android, like 64% of developers are under the app poverty line, and in iOS, 50%. Not that different. Okay. So one thing that the same report says is free to play has been a big winner. So we saw an opportunity. Can we do something in this to at least move the poverty line a little bit? Okay. So I was going to talk about kids, why it's important, like why this is growing, etc. So just now you had a nice talk from Lohit. So I'll save much of this. So as we all know that we give out our phones or tablets to kids and eventually buy one for them. This has been happening. Okay. But please be aware of free-to-play games. If you're giving free games to your kids, we have seen a lot of news like this. Okay. And the long arm of the law has been catching up to this. Okay, so this is becoming a big problem in the developed economies. So I'll tell my story, what happened in my case. Okay, so I'm a parent, I have 2 kids. So I bought a tablet for them. So as a safety conscious parent, so someone who's coming from the ad network background, so I know what damage it can do. So the first thing that I did was install parental control. It blocked all ads, it blocked all in-app purchases. I whitelisted the apps that they can use and nothing more. Okay. I was willing to pay, so I'm willing to pay for good content. Okay, so I started buying, like after reading reviews, ratings, etc. I started buying good content. But quickly I realized that there's just money down the drain. It's very unpredictable what they like and what they don't like. Okay. And I went back to free apps. Okay. So it was even the app fatigue was even higher. Okay, so every day the conversation at dinner table is, I want a new game, only then I'm going to beat. Okay, so this has become a. So what I thought was a good way for education, etc. It became a. It was not helping anybody. Okay, it became a vicious cycle. The consumer experience was getting screwed up, and the developer was not making revenue. Okay, it's a lose-lose battle that we are doing. Okay. And I was seeing this not just in kids. So in my own behavior, when I encounter a paywall in an app, okay, I don't know what I'm getting. Okay, so why should I pay even 50 rupees or 100 rupees for it? Okay. So could there be a better way? Could there be a win-win model, okay, where both consumer and developer benefits? And could that model work not just in kids apps, though that's where we first discovered this, could it work in the larger app ecosystem? So that was a trigger point in where we started doing things. So what we came up with was Fairket app rental market, in which you rent apps for premium experience. Okay, so you download the app. At some point, you decide, okay, I want the premium experience in this app. You start renting rather than you pay upfront in that app. So that's the idea that we came up with. It's built on top of prepaid model. So prepaid is what typically works when you are trying to bring a rental kind of a model, which is usage based. So that's how we have built it. So the primary verticals are kids apps, education apps, and games apps. We are also looking at utility apps as well and so on. What's the proposition for a consumer? So the one central theme in this is it's all usage-based charges. If you play a game for 10 minutes, you are charged just for that. If you stop playing, you are not going to be charged for it. Okay. There are no hidden charges. There are no recurring charges like a subscription. It's purely usage-driven. And from this, like few things come out. First thing is try and rent. Okay, so you first experience the premium experience. So today, the light and pro versions that you see in apps, it's like a reduced version of an app that they're giving out as light, and then they make you think, should I buy the pro version? In this, you actually give your best experience. You have very little time to convince a user. Users are very fickle. Okay, so earlier today, we heard about the Day Zero cliff. Okay, you get so little time to convince user. Be your best. Okay, you are dating the user now. Okay, so you have to convince him to marry. Okay, so give your best in that 10 minutes or 15 minutes window. That's the try and rent. The second thing that we offer is fair buy. This is based on the concept of EMIs. So we all understand EMI, right? So you are renting something, but there is a cap. Don't get greedy. Okay? As a developer, like you set a max price of 100 rupees. Every 1 hour I'll charge 10 rupees. If he uses for 10 hours, then it is his. He can keep using it forever. Okay, so that gives a further comfort to the consumer. I'm not going to be taken for a ride forever. It's not perpetual renting. And prepaid, it acts as an inbuilt budget. So when we deal with kids, right? So we think in terms of pocket money. You give some money, that's your budget for the kids. The same we can build that habit for ourselves when you are playing games. I'm going to set aside some money as pocket money. That's the prepaid balance that I'm going to put, and that's what I'm going to use across all apps. So some apps I will like, some apps I won't like, but I'm going to get the best experience in each and every one of them. And we also offer incentives to get people start trying good stuff. So you can start renting before you start paying. Okay, so there will be some money in your prepaid balance to start off with before you start renting. So what is the value proposition for the developer? So the central proposition that we have is unlock revenue potential. There are more people who will start giving you money in smaller quantities, okay, but that will all add up, okay, to larger numbers, especially in developing economies. If you are trying to reach out to them, it's better if the price point is slightly lower, where like people are very price conscious, and you sell them small quantities and you get small money, and the sheer volume of the population, it will add up. This is where the next wave is going to come up. So as we know, like in India and every other developing economy, smartphones and tablets are taking off. At some point, people will start spending even there. Okay. So that's something that we can take advantage of. And acquire paying customers. Acquisition, discovery itself is a problem. Once you come onto the platform, you will get discovered by Fairket users who are already renting. So you will get the acquisition faster. And we do all this, and we are still like, you can retain your distribution channel, you can continue to distribute your app on Google Play. Okay. And ads and IAP, you can keep them as alternate models. If a user does not want to rent after all this, he will fall back to ads and IAP. Okay. So it's not like my way or highway. Okay. This is one more way in which you can convince your users to start paying for you. Okay. So the developer terms broadly, like so we are globally available on Google Play Store. If you are making a sale of $100 to all of rentals across users, okay, Google will take the 30% cut. So we are not solving the payment problem. So we are taking the money through Google Play itself. That is how we are able to be on Google Play. Okay. So they will take the 30% cut. So our price, we are setting it as 10% of revenue. Okay. We earn when you earn. Okay. So you will get $60. More platforms, we are like looking at Windows and other platforms that we want to come out with. There are some issues in Apple in terms of their program policies and stuff that we are trying to figure out a way for that. So for early partner benefits, we are an early stage startup. Even though I said 10%, we are not going to charge you any of that. So you will continue to get the 30% revenue cut that you used to have with Google. That's all it will happen. So we are like following two principles. When you earn, we earn. And second is higher risk you take, higher rewards you will get. Okay, you launch more apps with us. You start making more money, you will get more discounts. Okay, so that's what we are trying to do with the early partner benefits. Please reach out to us. We'll share more details on that. Okay, so for an app developer to launch, it's just 4 steps. You register at our developer console. You integrate our SDK. It's very easy. It will be far easier than integrating with the Google IAP. So my co-founder Lohit, he's a super expert in Android. Okay, so we can help you with the integration. The first developers, they did it in like half a day without even reading documentation. As typical developers, we don't read documentation. We just go right at it and figure it out from there. You can set up your pricing, but you get the control on what rental charge you want to set. Is it like 10 rupees per hour? What is the price you get to set up, and you get to change it over time also. Then you can distribute by just doing an app update on Google Play Store. So quick demo of one of the partner apps who already launched on our platform. It's a kids learning app. When the user has downloaded the app from the Play Store, it starts with a very clean premium experience. Even though it's free to download, it starts with a free experience. The user is on a 15-minute trial period. Okay, so you can keep playing this app, and after the trial is over, it will lock. It will say your trial is expired. You need to subscribe to a plan. Okay, So till this point, for experiencing trial, the user does not need anything else, it's just an app update. And when he clicks subscribe plan, so we'll show the plan list. Okay, so plans are set up by you. Is it like 10 rupees per hour? What is the plan that he wants to give? He subscribes to that plan. If the user did not have a Fairket app, there is a Fairket app which is needed for doing the top up and for doing the plan management, etc. So that point, if he's renting, then he will need to download the Fairket app. Or one of the plans will be free, so he can just go back to free with ads, and the user will get non-premium experience, which is ads will start coming out, etc. But you are giving that first chance of dating. Okay, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, I'll give the best experience to you. Then you make up your mind. You want to at least start renting instead of paying. Okay, or you want to just go back to, as a user, you want to go back to just free with ads. So in this case, the user has chosen to rent, so he's right back in the game. Okay, just one step, the user is back in the game and he's using it. Okay, so the Fairket app, so the key screens that are out there, there is a balance. So it's just built on our prepaid model. So we offer some promotional incentives when the user signs up. You'll have some money in his balance, which is funded by us. There are other forms of incentives that we are thinking of, where the user can put that money from other means and start using it across the apps. The other is paid. Okay, so he can do a Google Play top up, and he can start using that across all the apps. You put a 50 rupees, all the rentable apps, you can use that money to make every paisa count. Okay, you are not wasting a single paisa as a consumer. And my usage, you can always keep a tab on where is my time going, where is your money going. This is even more important with when you are giving it to your kids. You can keep an eye on where are their time and money going. Okay, and shop apps. So that's a shop apps. In that they can discover all the rentable apps that are on the platform. Okay, so that's about Fairket.